Hey, in other 1980s news, as reported by comicbook.com, Masters of the Universe Origins, what does the X mean when they put something in something? Versus?
That's a collaboration.
Like
That's a collaboration
crossed with?
between. Yep.
Okay. Masters of the Universe Origins Thundercats crossover figures have been announced by Mattel. So following the launch of their popular Masters of the Universe Origins Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles of Grayskull crossover lineup.
It's a mouthful.
Shit, they got it should just be MOTU TMNT. I don't know.
Right. Learn from Megaverse.
Collect those action figures, yeah. Anyway, Mattel's confirmed a Thundercats collab is on its way for 2025. Along with that announcement, the company's provided images of the first figures in the collection, which are set to hit store shelves in April. And based on the prior figures that I just mentioned, they'll probably go for about $90 for 4.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's a good deal.
$20 a pop is what I saw in the article when we were buying it individually. Yeah.
Okay. So wait a second. That's more than 4 times
That's
20
a
is
terrible
80.
deal.
Maybe it's a set of 5 for 100. That might be the
Okay. Yeah, and it might be different. But the wave will include, do you say MOTU? M-O-T-U? I've seen it like that, but I always think Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, it's MOTU. People.
No one's going to know.
I've heard it said.
The wave will include MOTU mashup figures of Lion-O and Cheetarah, along with new characters like Skell-Ra, which is Skeletor and Mumm-Ra combined together, and a reinterpretation of Battle-Cat as a humanoid Thundercats warrior.
Oh.
I've got some pictures to show you here. So here, first we'll take a look at, this is Skell-Ra.
No.
Now, I've got in the picture in the corner there, Skeletor as he appeared in the 1980s cartoon. So we could, be mindful of what he looked like, at least in his original, incarnation. So here, what they've done is you have the option of so Skell-Ra comes with Mumm-Ra, and then you can rearrange Mumm-Ra to make him into a Skell-Ra, which is Skeletor mashed up with Mumm-Ra. Skeletor and Mumm-Ra, yeah. But so already I'm like, I don't know. It just looks like Skeletor with a different helmet on and wearing a dumb-looking cape. Like maybe he landed on the ground, like splat. That cape. Why is the cape shaped that? Maybe they just want to show it to you.
Maybe it's spread out.
Hangs down.
Oh, right. Maybe he's lying down and it's laying out on the ground behind him.
Yeah. Right. So, because here's the Mumm-Ra. So that figure that I just showed you, I think you get them both together with interchangeable parts that allow you to create either of these. Either you have a Mumm-Ra that looks more or less like the Mumm-Ra from the cartoon, or, as I mentioned, you could tweak it and make it into a Skeletor Mumm-Ra mashup, which, again, it's...
Well, the transforming thing is interesting, but
Yeah.
who needs a Mumm-Ra mashed up with Skeletor? I want a Mumm-Ra. That's cool.
Yeah.
I think the extras are just like, since this is a mashup, we've decided to mash this up. That was kind of weird.
That was my question. Who asked for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did someone ask for this?
Kurt
Well, Mumm-Ra
says,
did. He really wants wings.
Kurt says the Skeletor looks like he's going to the Met Gala.
Yes.
Yes. Who are you wearing? I'm wearing Mumm-Ra.
Yeah.
He also says, I hope the new Thundercats doesn't look like the last Cats musical movie. Yeah, I know. It's all the buttholes. Yeah. So, and here, okay, that aside, take a look at what they did with the, let's see, the other one here. They have Lion-O.
Yeah.
Now, I purposely put the cartoons here so you could see or question, what did they really change?
Yeah.
Right.
No. This is fine. It's just they're in the shape of not Super Friends reference not intended. They're in the shape of MOTU characters,
Right.
Like there was a line of like horror figures that looked like He-Man figures. You had like Freddy Krueger, but he was beef and built like He-Man. There's a line of those that I've seen. And so they're so popular, like putting these characters in that He-Man. Like there's no mashup here. You're right. It's just, which is great. That's what I want. I want a character that is the character that I remember. I don't need you to mush him up with something necessarily. It's cute, but it's optional. Right. Yeah. And he's not quite as buff, is he, as like a He-Man figure. He's a little more svelte.
No, yeah, he's built like Lion-O is built.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I don't even understand this as a mashup. All they did was put his symbol from his belt around his chest and give him a loincloth instead of the little undies he usually wears.
Yep.
Well, Kurt wants to know or comments. Lion-O looks like he gets hair done from a 1960s beauty shop hair blower.
Yeah, right. You can picture they picked that up and
he's been riding a
Get a
motorcycle with
blowout.
no helmet. Blow back.
and then
And Karen,
yeah, go ahead.
oh, go ahead. Yeah, well, Karen wanted to know, why were there holes in the wings or the capes or whatever on the other
Yeah,
Battle
guy?
I guess
damage.
because it's battle damage. He's evil. Evil people don't care.
They don't care about their
know.
cloaks. They just leave them tattered.
And the red cape in the Mumm-Ra one is the same as the black cape. It's just, it flips over. It's reversible.
It was reversible. Okay.
Yeah.
It's very
So here's
fashion forward.
Cheetarah. Again, now that you've made that comment about they don't tweak it too much, it's just as if they're from Eternia, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of get it. But again, this is, not a whole lot of change. She still has the same tights. They just added a loincloth to them.
Now, this
It
looks
looks more
like
like a
an
towel you'd had at the gym. You need to wipe
this
the
mold
sweat
looks
off.
like an Evil Lyn, though. The shape of the figure is very Evil Lyn-esque. So I think
Okay.
that's a decent fit. It's somewhat accurate. But
Okay.
again, not that different than just a regular character would be from Thundercats.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, then here is, I guess, then, sort of confusing then to me because most of these figures we've seen so far are as if the Thundercats lived in the world of He-Man. But the final entry that they have here is Battle Cat.
I love it.
And Battle Cat is
Awesome.
made as if he lives among the Thundercats, and he is a cat. So
That's cool.
this makes more sense to me.
This fixes the goofy Pluto problem, right? Which is like, wait a
Yes.
minute. Are you a dog that walks? Are you a dog that
Oh.
people, that is a pet? And you're like, well, if you're going to have Masters of the Universe cross with this universe of cats, he wouldn't just be a ride-on beast of burden, not to minimize the awesomeness of Battle Cat, but he would be his own sentient character. This is the smartest mashup of these. Like, well, in this universe, cats are much more aware and they're self-aware and they're humanoid. I think that's cool. Now, this is a Brundlefly mush-up thing that makes sense to me. I like it.
Yeah, this is my favorite too for the exact reasons you said. Yeah, it makes the most sense. The other ones are just confusing to me.
Right, because otherwise, can't you just see like the Thundercats are like, why are you riding that cat? What's wrong with you? Would you ride me?
Right.
Is that how you feel about
Yes.
cats? Oh, no. Abraca, boom, he's a sentient human. There you go. He's human.
Right? Yes.
Sorry. No need to offend.
He's a cat racist,
Right.
Fee-Man. He's being canceled. Troll on YouTube says Battle Cat looks sick. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Eric says He-Man Thundercats crossover is breaking my brain. The He-Man WWE crossover was bad enough. Oh gosh, that also sounds like one that wouldn't have a lot of, I don't know, necessarily have a lot of changes, or you'd recognize it as a mashup.
Yeah. It reminds me of in the mid 90s, Playmates, who at the time both had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle license and the Star Trek license. They put out 4 Ninja Turtles in Star Trek uniforms.
Really?
I like that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And of course,
That's
each
clever.
uniform was in, whatever, the purple one and the red one and yellow. They just had that
Donatello.
style. Yeah, those. They just had that color of like their, uniform shirts on, but over their shells, or I forget what they look like. But I got them up in the attic. I have them in the collection. But yeah,
Oh,
goofy.
oh, I want to see
I
those.
bought them
Pull 'em out.
because
I want to see them.
I was young and
Yeah,
dumb.
Oh, Eric says Stephanie McMahon was done up as Evil Lyn.
Oh, and the
That's
WB crossover? Cool. I can see that.
Oh.
Brendan says I was passive until seeing Battle Cat. Looks pretty damn cool.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I know. Can we just get the Battle Cat? I just want that one. Probably got to buy them as a set for $90 when we could buy 4 of them for $20 each.
Hey, $10 for the
Chad
box.
says-
Sorry.
Chad says he has a 4. I have 4 of those. I have 4 of those turtles.
Just like John.
Mhm.
And Donatello
Okay.
would be in engineering for sure. Yes, Kurt.
Oh, yeah, I'd be curious. Yeah, that'd be interesting. What uniform he has on?
Leonardo would be on the bridge. He'd be the captain.
Gold, sure. Is it Raphael would be, he's the one that gets killed right away, right?
He's a red shirt.
He has a little anger problem. I get it. I get that. I understand that reference. Oh my gosh.
I want double credit. I want credit for making a reference you get and credit for knowing the color of Raphael's stuff.